Hi there. So I've had a couple of requests for my dirty fighting rotations, masteries, tips, hints, stuff like that. So I figured I'd try to make a video instead of typing everything out every single time. So here goes. First, I will start with my masteries. And for dirty fighting, I always take ballistic dampeners and snapshots. I always take them, no matter what. Efficient ammo is situational. If there's a lot of AoE cleave and such, I may take it, depending on the fight. In Masterful, I always take heads up, and I love the reset engagement. I love the speed. Sometimes the knockback pisses tanks off. Sometimes I just don't care. But the speed is really why I take it. It's awesome. And this one um, is the 20% reset is pretty much useless. But for max DPS, the instant dirty blast after the pulse detonator is nice. The only problem is you have to watch your energy because it can suck it up pretty good. The heroics I always take hold up and lay low. If you don't take hold up and you're doing ops, then you're doing something wrong. You always have to take hold up, and the lay low is good. So for legendary, I always take bait and switch. I really like the 10% health on the roll, and the 2 seconds on dodge does help on situational fights. But that little 10% health on your roll, which is up every 20 seconds, is really quite nice. Some viable other ones would be the riot screen reduces your scrambling field by 30 seconds, and that just constant in cover 5% DR is quite nice too. So sometimes I choose that. So depending on the fights, I'll switch it up um, with the efficient ammo and in the legendaries. But usually this is my base setup, I guess, and this is what I'll be doing the dummy parses on. Okay, so the three wounding shot rotation. It comes into there's so I think everybody understands that you have to dot him up before your wounding shot. So I'm going to be talking in lines. So the first line will be your dot line. So that would be your vital shot and shrap bomb, and then hemorrhaging blast, and then you get into wounding shot. So after wounding shot, your first wounding shot, you always have 4 GCDs after your wounding shot. So the second line will be um, 3 dirty blasts and a quick draw. Doesn't matter the order that you do them in. If you want to go quick draw, 3 dirty blasts, that's fine. 2 dirty blasts, a quick draw, dirty blast, that's fine. But you just get 4 in there, and then you do your wounding shot. If you're worried or if your energy is getting low, you can substitute a dirty blast with just an auto attack, and then you get back into your winning shot. And so the third line would be your speed shot, and then your quick draw, and then your hemorrhaging blast. Because hemorrhaging blast is back up every second line. Okay, so just to give you an example of how that would look, um, just for a note, I'm going to be using clicks so you can see my cursor and what I actually hit. But in reality, I do have them all keybind to my mouse buttons. So we're gonna give this a try. I'm not going to worry about a precast orbital strike or a precast dirty blast. I wouldn't worry too much about this. This is just about rotation. Okay. So when you start the fight, I'm gonna hit that Smuggler's Luck, and then, oops, Vital Shot, Shrap Bomb, Hemorrhaging Blast. I crouch, and then now you get your 4. So that I'm gonna go 3, and then Vital Shot, and then your
10,
Speed
9,
Shot,
8, 7,
your Quick Draw,
6,
and back.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And I'm gonna stop there. And so you noticed in the background that there was a countdown in French. In Star Parse, I actually have a timer set for Vital Shot. And that Vital Shot, it looks like this. So the duration, and it has a countdown, a 10-second countdown. And so that will tell me when I hear the countdown that I have to reapply my dots after. Usually by now, I'm so used to it that I don't really need the countdown, but I still have it there because there are a lot of fights in NIM that it's very chaotic, and sometimes I forget, and that countdown is really quite helpful. So I suggest that you actually do a countdown for your Vital Shot using those parameters that I had shown you. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, then Wounding Shot, but it doesn't. This rotation does not go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And the reason why it doesn't do that is because your Hemorrhaging Blast, it's only up every second. Okay, so it actually goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2. All right, so I'm going to do a 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2 sequence just to show you. And I'll try to remember to use the cursors this time because I know I didn't until last time. All right, so again, Vital Shot, Shrap Bomb, Hemorrhaging Blast, and Wounding Shots. Then your 4 GCDs of Dirty Blast, Quick Draw, and then your Wounding Shot. And then your Speed Shot.
10, 9, 8,
The countdown
7,
is happening, so I know
6,
I need to.
5,
So this
4,
is line 3. This
3.
is back up to line 1. Now you have 2 GCDs to play around with, and now this is 3, line 3, which is your Speed Shot, your Quick Draw, your Hemorrhaging Blast, back to Wounding Shot, and this is line 2.
10,
So this
9,
is going to be your
8,
3 Dirty
7,
Blasts,
6,
and your Quick
5,
Draw,
4,
and
3,
then your Wounding Shot.
2, 1.
And then that's how it works. 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2. So that is your 3 Wounding Shot rotation. Now, for a couple of tips and hints. First, okay, I'm going to talk about the pulse detonator thing, and for this, I'm actually going to have to use my mouse just because I can't click it. It won't work as well. So, some people have asked me, well, how do you get 4 instant abilities for line 2? So you're not channeling your Dirty Blast, you're getting them to insta pop. So the way I would do it, if you noticed, after Hemorrhaging Blast, I'm standing up to dot these, and after Hemorrhaging Blast, then I crouch and hit my Wounding Shot, which will set my snapshot. So the first Dirty Blast after my Wounding Shot will be an instant. Then I could pulse detonate, which would make my second Dirty Blast an instant. And then I Quick Draw, which is instant. And then I stand up and crouch again, which will reset my Quick Snap. And my third Dirty Blast will be instant. And then I'm back into Wounding Shots. That will give you a DPS increase. I can't explain the technical reasons why. I just know it does by looking at my doing this multiple times. So I'll give that a go. So I'm going to do the 4 instant abilities between the Wounding Shots, just so you can see how that goes. All right, so let's give it a shot. So you notice I'm standing up. I crouch. And I'm back into wounding shot. And then this is line 3, so it's
10,
speed shot,
9,
quick draw,
8,
hemorrhaging
7,
blast,
6,
the countdown,
5,
so I have to
4,
play
3,
that.
2.
I got 2 GCDs to play with. And then wounding shot, so this is line 3, so this is speed shot, and then my hemorrhaging blast, and this will be line 2 again. You notice my energy.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
And I'm going to
2,
stop.
1.
Alright, so yeah, it's those 4 instant ability shots with the pulse detonator is actually quite nice. It also during an op actually, not even just a dummy parse fight, but something that you actually have to move is quite nice. For example, Colossal Monolith hard mode, or even Tithe Nim. I can't say Tithe Nim because I don't use that ability on Tithe Nim, but something like where you do have to move so you can, and now I can move and I still have my Dirty Blast. So that's actually quite useful for mobility's sake. Right, so that is the pulse detonator using the Dirty Blast. I'm going to pause it for a second here.